The evening sky in Manhattan was painted orange and purple, skyscrapers shimmering like giant mirrors reflecting the last breath of sunlight. Leonard Hargrave, a billionaire real estate mogul, sat in the back of his sleek black limousine, staring blankly at the passing streets. He had everything towers with his name on them, fleets of cars, and a fortune that could buy almost anything. But there was one thing his money couldn't buy back: his daughter. 5 years earlier, 7-year-old Emma Hargrave had vanished from Central Park while playing near the carousel. Despite an international search, private investigators, and millions spent in rewards, Emma was never found. The grief had eaten away at Leonard's marriage and his soul. His wife had left, unable to live in a mansion filled with reminders of a missing child. Leonard was left with only memories and a hollow victory of wealth. That evening, as his limousine slowed at a red light near a rundown block, Leonard's gaze drifted out the tinted window. A group of street kids clustered around a fire barrel, their faces smeared with dirt, their clothes ragged. He had seen poverty 1,000 times but usually ignored it. Tonight, something unusual caught his eye. A boy no older than 12, with tangled brown hair and piercing green eyes, stepped into view. Around his neck hung a silver chain with a locket dangling against his chest. Leonard's heart froze. He knew that locket. It was shaped like a tiny heart, with a rose etched on its surface. Inside it was a photo of Emma as a baby. Leonard had given it to his daughter for her 7th birthday, the very day before she vanished. His chest tightened, and his palms grew damp. "Stop the car," Leonard barked. The chauffeur jolted, confused, but obeyed. Leonard threw open the door and marched toward the boy. The other kids scattered like startled birds, but the boy didn't run. He stood there, defiant, clutching the locket. "Where did you get that necklace?" Leonard demanded, his voice sharp, almost desperate. The boy narrowed his eyes. "Why do you care?" "That belongs to my daughter," Leonard snapped, his voice cracked, his composure slipping. "Where did you get it?" The boy hesitated, then turned and bolted into the shadows of the alley. Without thinking, Leonard chased him, ignoring the calls of his driver. The boy weaved through trash bins and broken fences, his small frame darting like a fox. Leonard, breathless but determined, followed. Finally, the boy slipped into an abandoned warehouse at the edge of the block. Inside, Leonard cornered him. The boy panted, clutching the locket. "I'm not giving it to you," he shouted. Leonard softened his tone, trying to calm him. "I'm not here to hurt you. Please, just tell me. Where did you get it?" The boy's defiance faltered. Tears welled in his eyes. "That's all I have of her." "Of who?" Leonard asked, his voice trembling. "My mother." The word struck Leonard like a hammer. His mind reeled. His daughter had been missing for 5 years. Could it be? "What's your name?" he asked carefully. "Eli," the boy said, backing away. "She told me never to talk to strangers." Leonard stepped closer. "Eli, how old are you?" Leonard's breath hitched. If the boy was 12, he would have been around 7 when Emma vanished. The timeline fit. "Who is your mother?" Leonard pressed. Eli looked at the floor. "She's gone. She died last year. Cancer. I promised her I'd keep the necklace safe." The room spun for Leonard. A missing daughter. A boy with her necklace. A mother who had died. Could Emma have been alive all these years, under a new name, raising a child? Desperate for answers, Leonard coaxed Eli into leaving the warehouse and coming with him. He promised food, warmth, and no police at least not until the boy trusted him. Reluctantly, Eli agreed. That night, Leonard brought Eli to his penthouse overlooking the city skyline. The boy marveled at the chandeliers, the plush carpets, the marble floors. But he remained cautious, clutching the locket like a shield. Leonard ordered a DNA test immediately. While waiting for results, he tried to learn more. "Tell me about your mother," Leonard asked gently, as they ate dinner. Eli hesitated. "She called herself Anna. She said we had to move a lot, that some bad people were after us. She worked different jobs, waitressing, cleaning, whatever she could. But she always wore that locket, till she got sick." Leonard's chest ached. Anna? Could Emma have been forced into hiding, renamed, raising a child of her own? Days passed, and the DNA results arrived. Leonard tore open the envelope with shaking hands. The report was clear. 99.9% paternal match. Eli was his grandson. Shock turned to tears as Leonard collapsed into a chair. Emma was going to realized it with painful certainty, but she had left behind a son. Eli's story unraveled slowly, piece by piece. Anna had been taken years ago by a man who lured her away from Central Park. She escaped months later. Scarred but alive, hiding from both her captor and the world. Too ashamed to return home, convinced her parents had given up on her, she built a new life under a false name. At 15, she gave birth to Eli. Emma never told him the full truth, only that they had to stay hidden. When she grew sick, she told Eli that if he ever found someone who recognized the necklace, he should trust them.
Ow.
She must have known this day would come. For Leonard, the discovery was both a miracle and a wound. He had lost his daughter forever, but her son, his grandson, was alive, right in front of him. The weeks that followed transformed Leonard's world. He took guardianship of Eli, enrolling him in school, buying him new clothes, and giving him a room filled with books and toys. But Eli struggled to adjust. Polished halls of wealth felt alien compared to the alleys he had grown up in. He missed his mother. He missed the freedom of the streets, even if it came with hunger. One evening, Leonard found Eli sitting on the balcony, staring at the city lights. "You don't have to pretend," Leonard said softly. "If you're scared or sad, it's okay." Eli clutched the necklace. "She said you'd be kind, but I don't know you. You don't know me." Leonard's throat tightened. "You're right. But I want to. I lost Emma once. I can't lose you too." Eli looked at him for a long time, then nodded. Months later, Leonard organized a foundation in Emma's name to help missing children. He poured his wealth into building shelters, funding search operations, and supporting families who lived the nightmare he once did. Eli often stood beside him at events, shy but proud, wearing the locket like a badge of survival. The truth had shocked Leonard, indeed not only that his daughter had lived a secret life, but that her legacy had given him a second chance. He had set out to chase down a street boy. Instead, he had found his future. And every night, when Leonard tucked Eli into bed, he whispered the same words he wished he had told Emma more often. "You're safe. You're loved. You're home."